Here. In case you've never met her, let me introduce you to Florence, one of the girls in my harem, I guess if you want to say that way. There she is. Florence is a 1982 Honda cb450sc Nighthawk. When I first got her, actually my daughters bought her for me, and that is what she looked like. She was a rattle can blue, needed a lot of love. We gave her some love. This is one of the original colors, which would have been wineberry red. The only two colors available on this bike in 1982 were the wineberry red and the Cosmo Midnight Black. So I chose the red because it stands out a little bit more. Replaced the seat cover. Have a Honda line backrest and luggage rack, and that is what would have come on the bike from the manufacturer if that's what you had ordered. So it took me a long time, but I found it. Did a lot of work to her, that's for sure, but I think it was well worth it. I just put this windscreen on. I had one on there that had black on the bottom of it, but I like the red here for a bike that I'm going to be showing. And I do show this bike, and I've won a couple of awards. First and second place. The two on the right are first place in the vintage class. Actually, one is called the Mad Max class for whatever reason. The plaque was first place at a bike show at a radio station, and the one on the left is the Mad Max class, and that was second place, which was the vintage class. This bike is a 450cc. But it cranks out 47 horsepower, which is pretty incredible because that's 1 horsepower for every 10 cc of engine. And she weighs just over 400 pounds wet. And I tell you what, she moves. For a 450, I believe the statistics say she'll do the quarter mile in the mid-13s. And that's moving, believe it or not, especially for a 450. And she's nimble. There's one of the mods I did. I put the engine guard on it. I don't call it a crash bar. I call it an engine guard. And then I put the LED lights on the front because, as you know, it's see and be seen. And the lights here, let me turn the key on. And they really help you to be seen at night, especially those lights. And she needs a detail. There's no question about that. Seat height is just under 31 inches. So that's a tall bike to be sure. Someone who has shorter legs might have a little bit difficulty flat footing when it comes to a stop. Here you can see it says Honda right there on the back pouch. But this is Florence. And don't ask me why I named her Florence. It was just I was thinking Florence Nightingale, Florence Nighthawk. Yeah, hopefully you can see the connection. But I put the graphics on. I ordered those. They are wet apply, then you put clear coat over top of the graphics. So a lot of work into this old girl. And I tell you what, for being almost 38 years old, watch this. It is in neutral, so watch her fire right up. And I had her running about 15 or 20 minutes ago, so it's not a cold start, but still, watch this. Every time. In fact, she sat for about 2 weeks, and I turned the key, and almost immediately she turned over and fired up. So here she is, Florence Nighthawk. 1982 Honda cb450sc. This was actually my very first motorcycle, and my daughters bought it for me. It is chain drive, so it's not shaft drive or belt drive, so there is some maintenance there, but the chain is only 2 years old. The sprockets, replaced them with the chain. It's all about 2 years old. Carburetors have been completely rebuilt, and there are 2 carburetors on this. Completely rebuilt and synced. Oh goodness, a lot of work. Brakes completely rebuilt, new pads in the front, new shoes in the back, because it is a drum brake in the back. brakes are okay. They'll stop her. But not like today's modern bikes with dual discs up front and one disc in the back that'll really stop you well. But she does good. She really does. So everyone say hi to Florence. And if you like it, click that like button. Let's hear it for Honda, because they really know what they're doing when it comes to these vintage bikes. Alright, so that's it for now. And remember, like and subscribe and hit that bell. Help to grow this channel. I appreciate it. Alright, ride safe, ride often, and until next time.